Cameron, fuel tech. Then you ask, why am I at fuel tech? You have your own hub dyno. Yes, I do. I need to talk louder. All right. You ask me, why am I at fuel tech? You have your own hub dyno. I'm here because they know more about this than I do. So I'm here to steal knowledge and use it for my own purposes of going fast. How about that? All right, it is Tuesday morning, and we are changing over from the street tune. We have it basically sitting on here. I'm gonna have to modify my one wheel well fender. If you look here, that's how much I have on that side. And because of preloading the car, it is hitting this side, but it's so minute I'll actually just trim that up just a tick. I'm not really opposed to that. Probably only gotta take like a 1/8 inch off or so. And there's Brian, he's helping us get everything on.
Dremel tool, cut wheel. So
Dremel tool, cut wheel.
Notch it just a little bit.
Yep, we can pick that up just a little bit so I can get some clearance under it, and I'll grind it. And Kyle and Mitch are taking off the or changing spark plugs, and we'll put the drive spud in my fuel pump for the methanol. Then we'll go get some methanol. We'll need to drain whatever's in there too. I think there might be some pump gas in it. So we'll get this thing going in an inch or so. So we're gonna come down here and still just touching. I think all I need is just clearance. Like I say, clearance is clearance. Alrighty, and then after a significant amount of time,
up there. There's one bolt missing. I got 2 of them, man. There's 3 though.
I'll clean that up, but it does clear. So I think we're all good. I don't see a bolt up here.
Okay, I'll find it.
I do not. So we'll hopefully, well, not hopefully, we will be getting the E-gates on it. There's Lewis right now.
How are we doing?
We're ready. You need those E-gates though.
Okay, what we need? We need to just replace them? What we doing?
No. That had Turbo Smart send them here.
Okay.
So I have them here, and then we just need to put them on, then we need to get them working.
Okay, let me try to find them. Let me see where they are, and then we put them on.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep. So, E-gates are working. That is great. Cameron's going over one of my old logs, actually my last fastest pass log. So we're verifying. Looks like we probably had a little bit. I had it on CO2 gates, and it had a little bit of compressor surge. So sorting that out because it's not on CO2 any longer. So we are not going. Don't get your hopes up. Have no intention of putting 60, 70, 80 pounds of boost at it, because we can do that after sick week. we got one event.
Big
this
turbo problems.
Yes, this is it. We got one event, so we need to make it through the event, and so I don't want to have any breakages or anything. And I know where it'll go right here. So at this whole tune-up that's in the car that we're going to test at, this car will go 640s right there. 230 mile an hour or so, and 3625 is what it weighs, because everybody wants to ask what it weighs. So we're just kind of looking through stuff, and I have some EGTs. EGTs still drop out.
Okay.
So see if we can figure that out, or if that might be caused because I got a really fat, sloppy rich going down track. So that's a possibility there. And I've continuously have a variance in left to right O2 also.
Okay.
I swapped them around, put new sensors in it. It's always on that one side.
It's actually like one side reads different than the other all
Yes,
the time.
all the time. Doesn't ever matter why or when. It's just always the same. But spark plugs always look the same. It's not doesn't seem to be picking on a hole or anything.
Is the O2 sensor in the same place on both sides?
Yep. Yep. Up in that quarter of the curve, same spot on the other side.
Okay. I think I have a fix for your EGT thing, which we'll go over in a second. And then let me put some preliminary E-gate stuff in here, and then we can do a spool test and all that kind of stuff. Make sure that it spools up still. Make sure that we get the boost that we want on the two-step if you want to put more boost or less or whatever, and see if we can figure out what the compressor surge deal is. And
Okay.
then we can go from there.
Okay. Sweet.
And then second.
Yep.
Okay, then we have a thermatic fan. Probably has another switch that you have to do.
Yep.
That one. RPM activated output.
Water pump.
Water pump. Gear shift output. I can hear it. I have a Mac valve somehow. Here it is.
How come I don't have one with that?
I can get you up.
Yep.
You look on the screen and see if it shows drive shaft RPM when I put it.
Where's it at?
It should be kind of in the middle of that list. On the middle.
Drive shaft RPM. Yep. Yeah. That's the way it went down track last night.
Okay.
Degree off, I'm sure. Still didn't say that. Yeah.
That's fine.
Depends on where it was sold. And I think it was Jeremy Clark that made that joke. Like, that's a family saloon. Like, family saloon for what? The Fittipaldi family or something? You know, like it doesn't make much sense, right? It's just crazy. Who came up with this idea? You did?
Yeah.
So you're having like a good dream about like a wagon, and you thought like, okay, we're gonna make this wagon fast, and then you start like, oh, well, what can I do with this? I can put like a SMX 41, right? Water ejected twin turbo, like I don't know, it's freaking huge turbos. I can see. I don't know the size, but they're huge. I don't want to ask. So, based on the size of that thing, like it's pretty much like unlimited power, right? It's almost like how much power you want to make. I'm like, okay.
Yep. Yep. It could be.
It could be like
It could be.
it's like how much power you have. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I
How
have
much
power.
boost?
Yes. Yes. How fast it goes? Yes. Damn.
I like all the wood grain stuff. The wood grain intake manifold, the wood grain on the valve covers. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool details that you guys put on this. Like, obviously, you look at these things like freaking badass wagon, and then you start, looking into the build, like the freaking doors, right?
Yep.
Inside the door is just like that's killer.
Yeah. And the rear, the tub is actually built halfway into the rear door, so the rear door is still open.
Oh, okay.
Can you go in for that door? Oh,
No.
that'll be fun. Oh, the cage. Yeah, the cage. So the cage holds.
Yep.
Man, I have one suggestion. You need to put 2 small seats on the back. Like
Oh,
really tiny seats.
Yeah, the rear rumble seat.
Yeah,
we used
like
to have
really,
it.
yeah, really small seats. You
Yeah.
know, like maybe put a dog there or something.
Yeah. Kyle used to ride in the back seat when he was just a little kid.
On this one?
Yeah, I've had this car for 20 years.
So this one?
Yeah.
So Hey, buddy, you used to ride on this thing?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
In the back
I was too young to remember that. But
Did it go 200 back then? Looking out the
Not
back
even
window?
close.
No.
I think that thing back in the day would do like 90, 100 downhill or something like that. You know, if you had balls enough, like to go 100
Yeah.
downhill.
Yeah.
And so how fast you been with this thing?
650, 230.
650,
Yep.
230
230.
on a wagon.
The wagon.
I don't know.
And then drove it 1,000 miles.
I don't know. I don't know because like there's some people doing like some really cool weird drag racing projects. Like, is this the quickest wagon out there?
As far as I know,
Dang.
a real wagon.
Oh, a real wagon,
Yeah,
right?
'cause
Like
it-
with 4 doors and steel and stuff like that. Like,
It's
all steel.
It's all steel.
So it's all steel, even the hood.
No.
Okay.
The hood,
Okay.
the hood's
Okay.
not. The front fenders are.
Okay,
hood's
that's
not.
that's the rule. Like the rule says that the hood can be composite,
Yeah.
but like the
Yeah,
rest of the
yeah,
car is
yeah,
like all
yeah.
steel. Yeah, I can see like the freaking
Yeah.
the roof. The
Yeah,
roof
we
is
have
from
it.
1993.
Had the seal, door seals in it.
Wow. Oh, I bet she's not that loud then, driving.
It's not that bad. It's
Not
not.
that
It's
bad?
not as bad as some I've ridden in.
Well, having the exhaust up front though kind of takes a lot of the drone out of the car, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But then you can hear like 1.875. Oh,
Yeah. You can. yeah. Yeah.
And you get turbo noises,
oh, I bet you.
Mm-hmm.
I
large,
bet you.
large turbo noises.
Yeah, but like, looking from outside, do you mind if I jump in?
Yeah. No.
Like looking from outside, it looks like huge. Huge. Okay, so that's a first. I never seen this. You have a movable, adjustable steering column.
Mm-hmm. So you can get out in and out of the car.
Man, this thing's cool as hell. Wow.
Everybody needs one.
I was thinking the same. So she used to have adjustable, right? It was like some kind of like a lock and go slightly
Yeah, it
up
would
and
just
down,
go up and
right?
down is all. Yeah.
Now this thing can do a lot. Look at this thing. Wow. Hey, you want to drive?
Yeah, sure. Let me just run beside you.
Man, this thing's cool. Wow. So was last year the first year of this thing?
Yep.
So this is the second season
Yep.
for her?
Yep.
And she's making 30 years?
Huh?
She's making 30 years?
30 years.
She's 93, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look, she's at
Yeah.
30.
30. Yeah.
Look at this
Yeah,
thing.
30,
So
yeah,
it's-
30 something. Yeah.
When is her birthday, do you know? We need
No,
to
I
find out and
actually,
put a
actually can't
party.
remember. Actually, yeah.
That's a cool deal, right?
Yeah.
That's a cool deal. Man, that's pretty cool. 30 years.
Oh, yes. That's exactly 30 years.
I
didn't think about that.
I like wagons. Like, this is the coolest wagon I've ever seen. Like, when you showed me the photos the first time, like, oh, keep this low profile. This is secret. It's like, damn, man. This is just freaking badass.
Yep.
This is cool. What are we doing today?
Sorting out all the little issues. Looks like we got the E-gates sorted out. That was the biggest deal. We can just clean up, tune up a little bit. Not super concerned about that. Want
car
to work
ran,
on my
right?
want to work on my creep, and I think we probably had most of that figured out. You can see what kind of horsepower it makes it, like 40 pounds of boost, stuff like that.
When you went 550, 650, you said, right?
Yeah.
What kind of boost you have there?
There, that was with the 98 millimeter turbos. It
okay.
made 50 pounds of boost.
Okay.
So then I went after I put these turbos on, and I tested with the car, exact same tune-up, with just the turbo change, and it went the faster 8th mile with those at 40 pounds of boost than it did at 50 pounds of boost.
So that's why you want to go 40 and see
Yeah, we just see where it's at right now.
Okay,
So
so
I know it would go probably go
40s.
X40s right
Mhm.
here
Mhm.
at 40 pounds of boost.
Okay, so we're gonna try to simulate a 640 lap. See how much power it makes.
Well, this first one's just to make sure that the E-gates are doing what we
Oh,
want.
come
It's gonna
on,
be-
bro.
it's gonna be- it's gonna
I
be-
was like, oh, excited, like we're
It's
about
gonna
to
be
send this
It's
thing.
gonna be 25 pounds, then we can do 40 pounds.
Okay. It's not that bad. It's not like, let's do 5 pounds. Like, come on, bud. Come on, bud. Okay, so 25 we start.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 25 we start.
Yep, just to get bearings on everything, and then we can go right to the full jam.
Okay. That ain't full
40.
jam. 40 is like the baseline, bud.
Well,
I know. That's easy.
That
that will be the baseline. Will be the baseline.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, how large is this?
That is 572 feet.
So that's a big boy.
Big motor, yeah.
So that's a big boy twin turbos. Like, that's
Yep.
cool. And you have a 3-speed lockup or no lockup?
No lockup.
So 3-speed, no lockup, and you have some overdrive unit or something?
No overdrive.
No overdrive unit.
No.
So 3-speed, no lockup, no overdrive unit, and what kind of rear you run on this thing? The
I
ratio.
think it's a 370
Okay.
or a 389. I can't remember which, but it's one of those. But that's why we run those on the street.
So that's your secret.
Yeah.
So you run big,
street tire.
yeah, big mud tires out there to get some ratio. Man, that's a tall tire. This is taller than your race tire, right?
Yeah, this is 37 and a half.
Wow.
And then that just gives me just that little bit of ratio.
Beautiful.
Yep.
So she rides along on the highway. What kind of RPM?
Like 25 to 28. And it's like 60 to 70 miles an hour. Depends what we're
That's
doing.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, that's
That's
fine.
good. Nice and fine. So the motor goes almost 9,000. You said, right?
Yep.
High 8,000, 87.
Yeah,
89.
it'll run 9,000, but yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's a pretty good idea. Huh? You need your ratio. Yeah, put a big tire.
I would say that you're probably never gonna get stuck.
That's right. It's my dune tire.
Yeah, like it's just snowing.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Don't care.
You know. Oh, like the pavement is over. You're gonna need to go through some mud. Don't care.
care.
Just keep going.
Yep. Tractor through it.
Man, you had a great idea on this thing. I don't think I ever
That's
saw
wild. I
this.
didn't even notice that.
Just like some of the guys that come from like drag week style or something like that, they come up with like some badass tires and wheels. You know, there's I think Mickey Thompson makes those like really
wide.
big wide and stuff. Like it's not like this. It ain't this tall.
Yeah, you can't get any height out of them is the problem.
Yes, and
So-
this, I like this idea. I like this idea. This is actually a really good idea. I'm gonna think about it, my dude.
There you go.
Okay, let's make some noise.
Yep.
Make some noise. 25 pounds.
25 pounds.
25 pounds it is. Let's see what we have here with 25 pounds of Steve Moore's muscle.
Yes.
All right, Lewis is in the car. First time, besides Kyle, has ever even sat in a driver's seat.
This thing's badass, man. I love the backup camera.
It's handy.
It's the tune up say it's D1. It's called D1.
A little misfiery. Take a look at that.
Please go above 25 pounds. Please.
I've never run it there, so I don't know where the tune-up's at there. Never been there. Yeah. So even in running like crap, because they're running it really low, 25 pounds of boost, so never even made the gear change.
That's not like Mark.
What's that?
Like I never ran like that. Like Mark was like this. Like with the Malibu, when
Yeah.
we had the Malibu here,
Yeah.
we were like, okay, let's do a quick run, just make sure everything's okay. Yeah, for sure. Like, let me put the boost control here, like 70. That's the starting point. Like, damn, well, yeah, okay, next one, empty, and now let's see what makes. That's pretty much how he rolls. Like, damn.
Yep.
Needs more RPM because it doesn't do it back here.
Yeah, so what kind of boost did we achieve by the time I let off? Almost 30. Okay.
Almost
That's
30.
yeah, right.
It did go a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more.
That looks good.
Okay. I didn't see EGTs there. You know what happened?
It's the older ones.
The older one?
And we don't have it.
Really?
Asking me already.
Okay. Let me see what we can do. Let me see if I can pull some strings.
It's not gonna stay on the car. I just want to use it to check
Oh, okay.
the wiring. So basically, when that one comes off, we'll
Okay.
see if I can plug this one in if it's the same plugs.
That's the Deutsch. Oh, you saw
It's
that.
a 4-pin Deutsch
Yep.
DT or ATM, and then a 2-pin. Same as these.
Nope.
I have some connectors. So we tested it out and it was working fine, and then we did the two-step check and it worked fine, and then on that pull it didn't. So they're just verifying, trying to figure out what's going on, because it was fine. So we'll figure it out. That's why I'm here, figure stuff out.
I heard it, but it didn't do nothing.
Switch them. I don't know if this battery's got enough.
Well, it should be something. Yeah, that was working. That's working.
Motor's burning up on
That's
the
broke.
Okie dokie.
You want to
No, this is a prototype one, so
okay.
it doesn't actually have enough
reduce the
travel.
Yeah.
All right, so we're round 2. Put a different gate on it, and then we also found a pop fuse. So I think there could be something going on there, but we did test out did test it out, and it was something going on. So, but the E-gates are the way to go. I mean, they're just awesome. We just had a little glitch there. So, wait for them to start up, run, and go to town here. Laid over pretty hard, but I mean that's all right. I think it's still rich up there. It's still got a little misfire, but all things said and done, that's probably okay. See what it made for boost. How many pounds of boost did it make?
I'm not sure yet.
What'd you see? Yeah, it's still a little fat.
Damn.
Let's see.
Still have that little bit of misfire too. It's gonna ring it up some more.
You made like low 40s, something like that. And,
Yeah.
but she's still gurgling along
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's misfiring like
You
pretty
know,
crazy.
It's actually turbo cars. That's so cool. They just don't care. They're just like, I'm gonna make some power.
Yep.
Could care less if I'm missing, skipping. Still gonna make it. That's cool stuff.
Yep.
Cool stuff.
Cleaner than the last one.
Oh yeah, no.
It's a lot cleaner
It
than
was.
last one.
It was like the early numbers for sure. Like the first ramp was trying to go somewhere, and I thought like, oh, maybe clean up as it goes up. It did not. Well, it kept going on the same until like kind of feathers on.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's that spicy air.
Man, it's sporty. Yeah, it's a sporty side. I'm gonna tell you that. With that thing pointing here, I think the fan kind of blows everything you need.
Right in. Oh, yeah.
Without
having the door on.
You're like, damn.
We'll probably just turn them up so we're not blowing you away.
Yeah, let's just turn them up.
Everything works.
So that was 40, 40,
Yeah.
40, 41.
40,
Yeah,
40,
41.
41 pounds of boost.
Right there. Pretty
Still
flat.
misfiring because it is fat, nasty. Hey, the EGT's hanging there. No, it still
Yeah.
drops out.
Well, one side works.
One side works.
Yeah, so I bet one worked. Yeah, the other one doesn't. Okay. So one is the fix. Yeah, and you can see it tries to go up on the temperature, kind of feathers down, so you see they're struggling to stay alive.
Yep.
Yeah, good. At least we have something.
And low RPM
Converter
too.
wants you to shift higher.
Yeah, that
Oh.
thing's only 7,900 RPM right there.
Try to add fuel.
If you want to
close loop.
move the shift up on it, it's fine.
Yeah, we
I'll
could
still
do
short
that.
shift on
Yeah.
shift
How much
shift
do they try
first.
to add? Where?
10.
10.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fine.
think it needs that.
Yeah, more like you can shut off completely the closed loop so we kind of find what the motor wants. That's like 10 off.
Yeah.
And then we shift higher and we go again. How comfortable are you on going up on boost?
You knew it was coming. Right? You knew it was coming.
I was easy on you. Just how comfortable are you? I wasn't like, oh, we're going to 80 now, but
No, just 70.
yeah, if 80's too much, we can do 70.
Oh, really? Wow. See, that's like a happy compromise. I don't know. Let's run this one, see how clean it is, and I'm not opposed to putting 50 at it.
Okay.
Because my scramble button's going to add 10 anyway, so it's good.
Okay.
I just want to see how close my base cable was. Couldn't have been that far off for the.
No, and it looked like it's pretty flat. It's just
No,
like
I mean
was
for
it-
the wastegate position.
Oh, for the wastegate position? I bet it's not that bad. So it's like position, right? And then target, okay. And then base. It was opening way more to keep it there. But again, there's a lot of fuel. A lot of fuel, so there's a lot of exhaust. I would say it's kind of middle term would be the ideal.
So it didn't surge there either.
No, it was
that,
no,
with
'cause
that
it wasn't
wastegate-
driving one turbo harder. than the
Yeah,
other.
more like that's what happened. That guy got stuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's not this.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so this guy's good there. So it made like 20. He made 20 pounds in the two-step, and then he ramped
That's very
it
impressive.
42 at 2 seconds. That's good. Okay, so let's do 25 on the leaf and 70 and 1.5.
I thought you were gonna say something like 8/10 or something. You can do 8/10 if you want.
Yeah, we do 8/10. That's gonna be pretty cool. Pulling wheelies and staying on the wheelie.
All right, we are at round 3. Taking more fuel out of it. Actually, just turned the closed loop compensation on, which is going to take some fuel out of it, and which is probably still overly rich. But you know it is. And so we're and you turn the boost up a little bit. So I think this is probably going to be the last one to keep going. But so far, still good. Super happy. It's awesome. I gave up. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so turns out it was sounded great, was making a lot of power until you heard it hitting the rev limiter because it broke the transmission. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get my spare transmission, which, like an idiot, I left in Michigan. And so I think that's it. It's running good, no problem with that. Engine's great. I have to figure out what happened with the transmission, but trying to figure out. I think we're still gonna go over here to Proline real quick and see if they got something I can borrow, maybe buy, whatever. So here, show you where we're at. This is what it was doing, all fat and blubbery at 40 pounds of boost. This was when it was running clean and never made it out of second gear, or actually shifted in second gear and broke right there. So
Show the numbers too.
yeah, so it was, yeah, that was at 2862 right here. So what's the difference there?
Pull it up for you. 2771.
Yeah, so it was a 90, 100 better right there, but it really hadn't hit any boost right through here, so it was still would have still climbed up into here. So, tis what it tis. Like I said, everything looks great in the engine, and we're just gonna have to figure out this transmission deal.
Today, we have some stuff that I want to claim, so people can correct me if I'm wrong. I think we did today the most powerful wagon on the face of Earth.
Could be.
Could be.
Should be.
Okay, I want to see if you want to
Legit
know.
wagon.
Yeah, legit wagon.
Legit
so
wagon.
it has to have under all steel, all glass rules.
All steel. Yeah.
All steel, all glass rules. So like if the carbon body is from factory, that's allowed. But if it's not, it has to be steel. So
Stock body dimensions.
3,200
Altered.
horses or horses, like says my small kid. Horsey, a
Yep.
horsey.
Yep.
So 3,200 horses.
Yep.
So that's
On
pretty
the low,
much.
on a low boost,
Oh yeah, that was like 40 pounds, right?
fat and unhappy tune-up.
So I would say that's about what it took you to go 650,
Yep.
right? About.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, because it's kind of hard to take since it was a slightly different turbo combination.
Yep.
Right? 3,200. Then we try to do a next lap and see what it's gonna make with a little bit more power, take some fuel out, make too much. We don't know how much you made. The transmission gave up on us.
Transmission broke.
It
Didn't make it into second gear.
Yeah, so like you guys can see pretty much there because we have like torque and we have power and stuff. But like she was making 200 plus above when she like, I need to quit.
Yep.
I need an easier job, bud. Like you guys throwing too much power at me. Okay, so the quest for the 5, right?
That's right.
That's what we said. The quest for the 5. You guys gonna leave here
Yep.
and still haul ass to Bradenton
Yep.
to test some,
Yep.
get the spare transmission in,
Yep.
and try to go 5s.
Ultimately, yes. We need to finish the event.
Okay, that's the order.
When
I get excited about going 5s. That's why. I'm sorry.
Finish, win,
Finish.
then go 5s.
Okay, so finish, win, while going 5 seconds.
While going 5
Look at
seconds.
that thing.
Yeah. That sounds better. Wild.
Wow, right? So like
Yeah.
winning.
Lord willing.
Okay.
So far, not willing.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. I told you before. You're my hero. I know you for some time, and I'm honest. Like I respect you tremendously because you are a guy that do so much. You pretty much develop engines, right? I
Yep.
remember when you showed me some like exquisite engines back at your shop, right?
Oh yeah.
Tune, drive, run the business. And I understand nobody does on its own. You have, your family, your
Yeah,
kids
yep.
is right here, right?
Yep, yep.
So you have
People
your
to help.
partner at the shop. You have, people that work, but like, don't get me wrong, like people help, we have a team.
Yep.
But you're the, on the forefront of that, you're leading the ship. That's really cool. So first of all, thank you for allowing
Thank you.
me to drive this thing on the Dyno. It was such an amazing experience. I never drove a car like that, where like I looked to the side on the rear door.
Yeah. Looking out the rear window.
Yeah, and then I never drove a car. I know that maybe like other cars that have like this, but I never seen like it's a similar style chassis as a Pro Mod, right? That's
Yeah.
pretty much like this is a mixed breed of like a badass 90s wagon with a Pro Mod.
Mm-hmm.
That's freaking cool. Like you achieved something almost impossible to achieve.
Deal. I'll guarantee this is the only one.
Oh, I bet
There is
money.
there is
That-
nothing
At
like
least
this.
there's nothing
that is
like
this fast.
you're saying. Like I'm looking to the factory door,
That's the door pillar, yeah.
pillar,
Factory door latch.
you know, latching everything. Like this is as close as you can get from a 90s
Yep.
wagon.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's as close as you can get to a new one.
Yep.
That's freaking impressive. That's freaking impressive. So like, hats off to you, my friend.
Thank
Hats
you.
off to you. I like it. Well, you need to call your transmission guy because I know he's a badass dude.
Yep.
But you need to tell like, man, this thing
Yep.
actually.
He'll fix it.
You need to do like a think about like a Pro Extreme Pro mod. That's what we need here.
Yep. Yep.
But she lasts for a pretty good life, right? She lasts for a pretty good life. And you know, sometimes we see that happen. You know, like you have like so many laps on it or something like that. It's a point it's gonna give up. I have like a 4080 on a truck that has a lot of power. I have like about 6 months span.
Yeah.
She runs really good for about 6 months. Like, oh, I need to change clutches.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so you're leaving today.
Yeah, we're gonna leave tonight and head down there, and then by getting my spare transmission, blah blah, we're gonna make it happen. One way
When
or
is the
another.
first lap?
Monday.
Monday. So we are here Tuesday. So this video is not coming out today, obviously. So when you guys looking at me talking whatever bullcrap I'm talking now, it's like way past. We're gonna try to get some kind of footage from you guys, right? And if it's possible, we're gonna try to put like and see if we go there, like, you know, taking the trophy, having good time in family, you know, like friends and family, and no less than having better personal best, but like achieving your goals, right?
Yep.
Finishing, winning, while going
A
fast.
while ago, 5. Yeah, that'll be something.
Yeah, that'll be something. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna let you guys get after, you know?
Yep.
Put it back, put it on the box, right there. Transmission's gonna be on the way. You guys gonna kind of match, arrive in the same spot.
Yep.
Send me some information, bud. I'm gonna be watching.
All right. Be watching.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
All right, bud.